I just don't know enough. Welcome to a new episode into this series where I built my startup into a 9-figure company. I believe it's about episode 10 right now. It's currently Friday the 16th of August 2024, and in this episode I will talk you as always and run you through last week and what's coming into upcoming week. Before I dive deeper into the topic of this video and especially the title, I will go over what happened last week. Quite a lot of changes. I have been able to complete every task I mentioned in last week's video. I raised the price. That's not that much of an effort, but the whole offer I changed as well. I changed the funnels and made some specific changes in the back end. With that being said, I want to clarify the title, since I also am and have been trying to get more knowledge, and as they always say, by gaining knowledge you always start to understand, or you get to know that how many things you don't know yet. So always the people who think they know everything most of the time know the least, and the other way around. So I've been trying to learn a lot of new things, and especially on the business side, I also found out that there are periods in your life where you're just focusing more on personal development, and times where you're just focusing more on the business game and developing your knowledge in that game. And honestly, I start to love that game. I've been watching a lot of Alex Ramosi, diving deeper into his books, in which he shares a lot of valuable knowledge about business concepts. And by doing so, I even see more potential in this project, and that I just simply have to make it happen. And it's in the end simply, I have to know more. I have to know which levers to pull, which triggers to pull, which tasks to prioritize, which tasks to not even do at all, and then more important, put that also into action. So it will be a matter of getting to know those things and then putting them into action. And I get to know these things by being out there, being in the field, testing a lot of things, getting to know the lessons by making the mistakes. And that's a quote which I want to pull up from a video of Alex Ramosi. And what he shared was, let me pull it up for you. The hard work of entrepreneurship is the failure you're inevitably going to encounter by not knowing what you're doing and then taking the action steps despite that with the idea that you will eventually succeed. So once more, the hard work of entrepreneurship is the failure that you're inevitably going to encounter by not knowing what you're doing, and then taking action step despite that with the idea that you will succeed eventually if you don't stop. So the journey of entrepreneurship is the process of trial and error, of taking the unknown into the known. Excuse me. I did just pull up this quote. I didn't prepare this one, but it came up to my mind when I mentioned that I try to get to know more knowledge, and especially by also watching more of his content and reading his books and stuff. And I think that quote really resonates, that you have to take the action step despite you even know what you're doing, and then by that process of trial and error, take the unknown into the known. And that's the process which I will be going through, And that's also exactly what's in between me and my goal. And that's also, to come back to the title, I just don't know enough yet. So that will be the process which I have to go through to make my company into a 9-figure project. Since honestly, I know that if I do know enough, I will turn this into a 9-figure project. And again, that's what's in between me and those results. So again, how will I overcome this? Keep putting in the action, keep being in the field and learning from doing so, and also try to learn from mistakes from other people. So that's also what I will be focusing on the upcoming week. Besides that, I will strategize more ads. I will make more ad schedules and write out some new scripts and check what we will need there. Besides that, I will do some competitor analysis, set up some extra systems, process the orders, optimize what I already have running, learn more. I think I have to mention that all every week, and make sure that I can keep on going. So I think that I will be still making losses, just paying the learn money, you know. Since that's also what Alex Hormozi said, and that's one of the last things before I'll wrap up this video. Before you have that money-making machine, which is your advertising platform, of course you don't have that money-making machine without making any losses or from the first day on. You got to go through that process of trial and error, and I got to make sure that I can keep on going as soon as possible, and that will be by making sure that the losses won't be that big, and especially also that I can learn from the losses, so that I have the systems in place, that I can track the data, and that when I make losses, that I know what to iterate, what to pivot on, or what to change, so that I turn that lessons into, in the end, learning things, and turn that failures and that losses into lessons. That's what I wanted to say. So more of a other side of the business project, which I run over into this video, but I think it's essential, and I will have more weeks like this, a lot over the upcoming period. Again, we're still in phase 2, and there is a big danger in the impatience and wanting to go too fast, but that's something I have to be aware of, and protect myself for. And that's also in some way the accountability which I have with these videos. With that being said, I will wrap up this video. Go back into work tomorrow. It's currently 10 after 10 p.m. Go to sleep. Back into work tomorrow. The ads will launch tomorrow again, so I will be sharing again how that went next week's episode, and then hopefully again we have been able to minimize the losses and learn from them and try to keep it going from there. So I'll see you again next week episode.